We back at it again with my boy Lance. Salute to you. We're looking at some deals in Atlanta and Dallas. This one in particular is in Atlanta, and we're going to go through it so you can kind of see how our model is and what we go through to go through all these no's to eventually get a yes. So we're going to surprise you and let you know at the end if this is a go or no go. Lance, let them know where you're from, where you at.
Facts. Hey, what's up, everybody? North Carolina, baby. Let's go. Now we got this deal brought to us that we were underwriting. It's in McDonough, Georgia. All right. So we looked at McDonough, and first of all, it's not a pad split property. Nope. That don't mean you can't do co-living.
Yes, sir.
So something that's very important is, especially now that, everybody's on this short-term rental, HOAs ban and stuff, you need to ensure that you can do co-living in certain areas. So first thing I did was I went to McDonough and was doing a little research and found out that, yes, we can do co-living there. So let me share my screen. Boom. Can you see?
There we go.
You can see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we got this place in McDonough, Georgia. All right. So we're just going to jump right into the spreadsheet. Y'all have seen the spreadsheet before. All right. Purchase price was $305,350. The seller wanted $30,000. We're taking over $297 on the loan. All right. We know that the down payment to the seller is $26,000. This is an on-market property. So we're got to pay agents and closing costs and all that. Nothing to a wholesaler because it's on market.
Yes, sir.
All right. We got in the listing that the PITI was $24.27 a month. All right. So what we always preach is, hey, you need at least 3 months of carrying cost to get this up and running and operating. So you don't have to do a cash call from your investors or anything like that for money. So I think we're good on the entry cost right here at $51,000. We come down to our pad split part of our calculator. We're not adding any new bedrooms. All right, but we do have to furnish the ones that we do have. $57,000 is our new entry cost. Because I couldn't find, because we're not on pad split, I went to Zillow. Zillow didn't have anything. At least in the area that I was at. I also went on Furnish Finder and Airbnb. All these you can find room rates. Couldn't find what I was looking for. So what I do, I went to ChatGPT. If you ain't using AI right now, you out. But so I put in my prompt that put in the address. I'm putting in the rooms. I know one of them has a private bathroom. Give me an average room rate. All this is quick underwriting. Now, if we were going to look at this property for real, we go to our property managers. We'll say, hey, actually call and say, hey, what can we get for the room? Just to ensure that our numbers are more are looking like they're supposed to.
For sure. And that's absolutely important to be able to leverage those connections. So if you haven't fostered the relationship and you're trying to do this model, make sure you have those follow-ups and those contacts that you can verify these numbers as well.
Facts. We know the Atlanta market is roughly $600 for utilities and all that, since that's what you're going to have to pay. We've got Mando and I both have a free utility GPT. hit us up in the comments or DM us for that if you'd like.
Yes.
Pad split is going to charge their 12%. We know in the Atlanta market, we've talked to property managers, we can get 7%. That's Atlanta. This is outside of Atlanta. So are we going to get the same ones? Don't know, but it'll be roughly 7%. This right here, this vacancy is a big if. All right. We're saying that it's going to be occupied 92% of the time of the month. Is that true or false? We don't know. It's zip code. It's even community. It could change by community. But on the average, we're looking at 8%, 8 to 10%. So I underwrote it at 8. Always going to have you 10% for CapEx and maintenance cost. And we're losing $638 a month on this deal. So, but there's you only got 3 levers to pull. You can only get it cheaper. We're buying it sub 2. Can't do that. Operate it better. Right now we're doing high level underwriting. Can we operate it better than someone else can? Not definite right now, as far as because it's outside of our market. And then bring in more money is the third lever you can pull. That's where the property manager would come in. So there's not many levers.
How far out of Metro Atlanta this property is? This 40 minutes out, I believe.
I think I got it. Here it is right here.
Right
there it is right there. Can you see it?
It's a lot of greenery there.
Yes. So and that's another thing with co-living is depending on how much parking you have and the clientele is, do you have public transportation near you, or is everybody going to have a car to go places? That's just things you have to figure out.
Yeah, that looks like you need a car for sure.
But so yeah, that's what we got. That's another no deal. We want more closer to a deal.
That's all that is. Shout out to our past split rep, Blake Lewis. Shout out to you, Blake. She's able to kind of tell us the lay of the land, and she also is an owner as well of a past split. So she's a valuable asset to have if you're in the Atlanta market for sure. And watch my episode. I had an episode recently on my podcast with Blake, and she was dropping pro tips. She was dropping bombs. But yeah, the journey continues. Wholesalers, reach out to us. I'll put my link in the description where you can contact us, and we have a kind of a breakdown of our videos plus some zip codes that are past split core markets. So again, reach out. Don't be scared. Let us know what you're doing, and let's connect. Lance, let them know.
Facts. Also, it's possible any wholesalers out there watching the video. Right now, we've been targeting Atlanta and Dallas, but it's possible we could be opening up several more markets. So y'all stay tuned and check out our socials for all the latest and greatest that's going on. You can follow me at Lance Williard. It's Lance WILLIARD everywhere.
And me, you can follow me on IG, Manifesting Mando, and on YouTube, The Investor Deli. Well, thank you, and we'll check you out soon. We're on the road to yes.
Peace.
Peace.